Hello, and welcome back to the Military Matrix. Tonight's report focuses on one of the most astonishing and controversial developments in the Russia-Ukraine war, an operation that analysts say may redefine the true limits of modern long-range warfare. For months, intelligence agencies across Europe and the United States have been tracking unusual activity deep inside Russian territory. But nothing prepared them for what happened just 48 hours ago, when Ukraine reportedly launched a daring strike more than 3,000 kilometers inside Siberia, resulting in the destruction of over $1.2 billion worth of Russian military infrastructure, equipment, fuel reserves, and armored units, leaving Russia's war machine facing an unexpected and humiliating blow. What makes this event so extraordinary is not just the financial cost, but the location. Siberia has always been considered Russia's ultimate safe zone, extremely far from the front line, shielded by distance, climate, and military defenses. Yet images and intelligence data emerging from the region indicate a catastrophic chain of explosions engulfing one of Russia's high-value logistics nodes supporting the war effort in Ukraine. For the first time since the conflict began, a strike has reached so deep, so precisely, and so destructively that analysts believe Ukraine has showcased an entirely new capability that could alter Russia's strategic planning for months to come. Initial satellite scans reveal that the targeted complex was not a small depot or a hidden warehouse, but a vast interconnected hub storing fuel pipelines, armored vehicle reserves, missile components, heavy engineering machines, and electronic warfare equipment scheduled for redeployment to the Ukrainian front lines. The fireball captured in the satellite thermal imagery suggests that the explosion originated from a direct hit on a major fuel storage chamber, likely containing thousands of tons of processed petroleum used to power armored units and aviation assets. The resulting blast was so massive that local residents reported windows shaking up to 30 kilometers away. Russian officials immediately attempted to downplay the incident, labeling it an industrial accident. But independent analysts quickly dismissed that explanation. Siberia is dotted with military production facilities that are central to Russia's war logistics. And despite attempts by local authorities to control the narrative, leaked videos posted online showing flames reaching several hundred feet into the sky tell a very different story. According to Ukrainian media sources, which have not confirmed operational details for security reasons, the strike was executed using a combination of long-range drones and coordinated intelligence from inside Russian territory. The drones used in this operation were reportedly modified for extended endurance, capable of traveling across some of the harshest terrain on Earth. This suggests for the first time that Ukraine may possess or may have developed a strategic fleet of ultra-long-range unmanned systems designed not just for border attacks, but for deep penetration missions into Russia's unprotected interior. What surprised military experts the most is the accuracy of the strike. Hitting a massive target is one thing. Hitting a specific building inside a protected base is another. The pinpoint nature of the explosion shows signs of high-resolution targeting, likely supported by reconnaissance data fed from satellites, human intelligence sources, or advanced imagery from NATO partners. This immediately raises questions about the future of warfare. If Ukraine can hit Siberia, then theoretically no Russian facility is completely safe anymore. As the flames spread across the complex, thick black smoke obscured the horizon for hours. Fire brigades deployed from nearby districts struggled to contain the blaze, but they faced a lethal mixture of fuel, ammunition, and industrial chemicals. Eyewitness accounts from Siberian workers claim they heard a series of secondary detonations, likely ammunition caches, igniting, which intensified the inferno. In total, analysts believe the chain reaction destroyed not just fuel tanks, but also armored vehicles, mobile missile launchers, electronic warfare modules, and components intended for Russia's ongoing winter offensive. Moscow's response to the incident has been a mixture of denial, confusion, and anger. Russian media channels immediately blamed foreign intelligence networks, accusing Ukraine of acting with Western help. Several commentators on state television demanded retaliation, calling for increased air defense systems across the country. Yet even Russia's high-ranking military officials privately acknowledge a difficult truth. No country has the resources to defend every inch of its territory, especially a vast region like Siberia, which spans over 5 million square miles. The psychological impact of this strike is equally significant. For years, Russia believed its rear regions were untouchable, a secure foundation for industrial production, troop training, and equipment storage. Ukraine's operation has shattered that belief. It sends a symbolic message that geography no longer guarantees safety. Distance is no longer a shield. Russia's heartland, once considered immune to attack, now lies within reach of Ukrainian drones that can travel thousands of kilometers undetected. This revelation has sparked panic within Russian online communities. Residents living near military facilities are expressing concerns about their safety, asking whether more strikes could follow. Meanwhile, Russian military bloggers, who often reveal more than official state channels, are calling the incident a failure of national air defense. Some are demanding that Siberia be militarized with radar systems and anti-drone defenses, a move that would require enormous costs at a time when Russia is already stretched thin on the Ukrainian front lines. Beyond the military angle, the economic impact of the strike could be severe. Fuel depots in Siberia not only support the war in Ukraine, but also feed industrial machinery that keeps Russia's manufacturing sectors running. A loss of this magnitude could slow production schedules, disrupt supply chains, and force Russia to reroute resources from other parts of the country, causing further bottlenecks in an already pressured war economy. Ukraine, on the other hand, views this operation as a strategic breakthrough. Officials have not publicly claimed responsibility, but subtle hints in their statements suggest they are proud of what they've achieved, a demonstration of resilience, ingenuity, and resolve. By showing that they can hit Russia's deep interior, Ukraine aims to weaken Moscow's confidence, stretch its defensive lines, and destabilize its logistics. Western analysts believe this could mark the beginning of a new phase of the war, one in which long-range precision attacks play an increasingly dominant role. The strike could pressure Russia to divert air defense systems away from the front lines and reposition them across vast rural landscapes, weakening their ability to protect key cities like Belgorod, Kursk, and even Moscow. Meanwhile, Ukrainian citizens have reacted to the news with a combination of excitement and relief. After months of intense Russian attacks on Ukrainian infrastructure, many see this strike as a powerful message that Ukraine can not only defend itself, but also take the fight to Russia's deepest territories. As global reactions pour in, international leaders are watching closely. NATO officials are analyzing satellite intelligence to understand the exact nature of the strike. European defense ministries are assessing whether such long-range capability could shift the balance of power. And in Washington, analysts are examining how this might influence future aid packages, especially those involving drone technology, intelligence sharing, and long-range precision systems. For Russia, the challenge now is not only repairing the physical damage, but also addressing the psychological blow. Rebuilding the destroyed infrastructure could take months. Replacing the lost equipment will strain production centers already operating at full capacity. And ensuring the safety of Siberian bases, once thought to be far from the battlefield, may require an expensive and widespread overhaul of national air defense. As the investigation continues, one thing is clear. The strike has pierced Russia's strategic shield and exposed vulnerabilities that Moscow never expected to reveal. It shows that modern warfare is evolving faster than traditional military doctrines can adapt, and that even vast distances cannot protect outdated systems from precision-driven attacks. In the coming days, Russia is expected to announce additional security measures, increase surveillance in Siberia, and possibly launch retaliation strikes. Ukraine, meanwhile, may remain silent publicly, but is likely examining the success of this mission to refine future operations. This is the new reality of the conflict, a war no longer confined to borders or front lines, a war where technology, intelligence, and innovation decide the battlefield. and a war where even the remotest regions of Siberia can erupt in flames within minutes. This has been the Military Matrix. Stay with us as we continue to monitor the reactions, consequences, and shifts following this unprecedented deep strike operation.